I am standing here with documentable proof that the wall between WWE and AEW has officially crumbled. A leaked digital copy of the WWE Monday Night Raw script for Boston tonight in the Boston TD Garden has surfaced, confirming huge AEW involvement on tonight's broadcast. But the real story isn't just a camo. It's the revelation of a secret monitoring team inside WWE whose only job is to track the competition. We have obtained explosive reports that pull back the curtain on a locker room that is quietly giving credit to the other side. I am going to reveal the exact segment where the forbidden door swings wide open for Monday Night Raw tonight on Netflix. But you need to see the internal memo that Triple H tried to hide. Now, I've been in this game, viewers, for a long time, since about 2012. I've been doing this for a long time. And the tension here in 2026 has reached a nuclear level, with the court documents leaking about Tony Khan's $7 billion buyout bid. The atmosphere in the TD Garden tonight is unlike anything I've ever seen. Triple H is reportedly holding a closed-door meeting right now because the secret is out, according to rumors, gossip, and speculation online. And the boys in the back are staying connected across enemy lines, and the office is terrified. This isn't just gossip. It is a documentable shift in power. Wait until you hear, viewers. Wait until you hear the specific instruction given to the WWE staff who are paid to watch AEW every single week. Now, you probably heard this last week, but there's an update. There's a massive update to this story in this situation about WWE and AEW as concerns tonight's edition of Monday Night Raw. There's a report in this script that reveals exactly what they told Triple H about the competition's product last Wednesday, and I will reveal the internal grade in 60 seconds. And if it gets deeper, viewers. There is a name mentioned in the guest security log for tonight that security holds gold in AEW. If you leave this video now, you are going to miss the actual smoking gun that proves that the locker room is in a state of revolt before Raw tonight. The payoff is coming right now. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the leaked script confirms the following, according to the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters. The AEW presence tonight is a direct result of an internal cultural shift. And according to those in the know, in a report from March 17th, it's not just a fan-based rivalry anymore. The reality backstage is that a huge number of people inside WWE believe that AEW is the better product right now. But here is the jaw dropper here. Here is the jaw dropper, viewers, fans, and subscribers. The report confirms that when Triple H first took over, one of the first things he did was acknowledge that AEW's product was superior, but that was back in 2022. Tonight in Boston at the TD Garden, Monday Night Raw on Netflix, the red brand, the script reveals a segment titled The Acknowledgement, where WWE could be prepared to break the fourth wall and admit that their own talent and staff are quietly giving credit to the competition, which would be AEW, which is absolutely shocking. So does this mean that there is a deal? Does this mean that there is something brewing finally between WWE and AEW? Will this force the narrative? Now we see, for all those people that are going to say, oh, Sean, that would never happen. This is clickbait. This is fake. What about WWE and TNA? We never thought you would see the day that WWE and TNA would partner and be on the same team and be on the same side and swap talent between TNA and NXT and WWE, but that is exactly what we are seeing. That is the fundamentals we are seeing between TNA and WWE. Are we going to see it between AEW and WWE just hours before Monday Night Raw tonight? Now let's look at the AEW monitor team. According to the report, WWE doesn't ignore AEW at all. They have people whose entire job, again, they have people hired whose entire job is to watch AEW programming. And again, this was reported, but there's more layers to this. There's more details because we uncover it, guys. We don't just tell you what you already know. We dig deeper. We go more in depth. While the fans are arguing online, the wrestlers across both companies are staying connected through shared history. Now, this explains why the script for the second hour tonight has a massive shift in technical presentation. And as the dirt sheets are revealing, while some decision makers still act like AEW has no merit, a decent number of WWE talent feel the opposite. They are tired of the what we do is better mentality when they know the grass might be greener on the other side. Now, look, I am being 100% real with you, viewers. My heart is thumping as I record this here. I've built my life on this brand here on YouTube since 2012. But hearing that Triple H himself knew AEW was superior in 2022 and that he has a spy team watching them every week from here on out, that changes the way you look at the road to WrestleMania. It means the new era was actually built on the fear of being second best. Now let's get into the final, the big takeaway, why this matters for tonight's Monday Night Raw, because we're going to soar this to new levels and new heights here on the Sean's View Entertainment experience. The takeaway tonight, viewers, it is absolutely simple. Watch for these secret connection references. The script says segment 9 is on a legacy-shattering promo between Roman Reigns and CM Punk tonight on Raw. If you hear them mention merit or watching the other side, you know that this leak was 100% real. Now remember, viewers, fans, and subscribers, the phones are red hot in Boston as the leaked Raw script reveals a huge AEW involvement for tonight's broadcast at the TD Garden. Triple H is reportedly in a total panic as the secret AEW monitor team has been exposed and the locker room is absolutely divided at this stage of the game. However, we are talking about the smoking gun. Internal sources are confirming while decision makers act like the competition has no merit, the talent is admitting the truth behind closed doors. The reality backstage proves that wrestlers across both companies remain connected regardless of the rivalry. Now we are talking about the era of predictability is over, viewers. It has now become predictable to unpredictable. It has become uncanny. And ladies and gentlemen, no better time to drop a report, a rumor, the gossip, the speculation, the hearsay like this right now, because this is going to pivot. This is going to change. The whole philosophy is changing now. The booking, the creative. Can you imagine the kind of AEW involvement that we could get due to this report coming out, that we could see and that we could get on Monday Night Raw tonight? And are you looking forward to Monday Night Raw tonight? And what are you looking forward to? What do you think we're going to get? What do you think you're going to see? What is your predictions for the red brand of Raw tonight on Netflix? Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, the belief is that Randy Orton, the belief backstage on Randy Orton, the Viper, because we have been covering Randy Orton pretty well and pretty standard stuff here on Sean View. Well, what was standard, we're covering very in-depth, very detailed. The feeling is that Randy Orton is doing great work, some of his best work in the last few years during this heel run. Obviously, what he did to Cody Rhodes, what he did to Matt Cardona, Randy Orton's mannerisms, his vibe, his mic work. There is no doubt that Randy Orton has not lost a step in his WWE tenure. And if anything, Randy Orton is at the top of his game right now, more so than he has been in the last 5 to 10 years. Randy Orton is going to a place in his career that he is more comfortable with, that he knows works, that he knows is going to get underneath the skin of a WWE champion like Cody Rhodes. But that is what Randy Orton is about getting that advantage, seemingly, importantly, regularly. Randy Orton is getting that advantage while he's in the head of Cody Rhodes. And this Friday night on Smackdown, the USA Network, the Blue Brand will see the return of the undisputed WWE Champion Cody Rhodes. And you got to wonder, how is he going to react? How is he going to respond? How is he going to answer Randy Orton and how he did what he did and why he did what he did? Viewers, fans, and subscribers, this oil boils down to each and every one of you. Now, WWE and AEW are colliding in ways no one thought possible, okay? The leaked document proves that the WrestleMania card is being ripped to shreds as the revolt reaches live television in Boston tonight on Raw. Stay tuned for the most explosive night, perhaps one of the most explosive nights in history, viewers. Yes, you heard that right, in history. Now, also, the WWE and AEW, the fans, most notably, have been hoping and waiting and wanting something quite sort of forbidden door. We've been hearing that term forbidden door for a long time, and we all know that term very well exists in AEW. Hell, they made it their own brand, their own pay-per-view, Forbidden Door, where they open up the door to NJPW and other stars that you did not anticipate or that you did not expect. But is this finally going to be the time? Is this finally going to be the moment where the WWE and AEW open up to levels and lengths you never thought were possible, viewers? This is almost kind of like if you were having WCW and WWE coming together during the 90s, which never happened. Instead, they were at each other's throats. They were trying to put each other out of business. They were trying to one-up each other. They were trying to get better ratings, better creative, better wrestlers, better storylines, better angles. But now, ladies and gentlemen, While AEW still has a lot of catching up to do, I'll be honest, in my opinion, AEW still is not even what WCW was in its dying days. Okay, you can say what you want, but the ratings reflect it. The TV viewership reflects all of that. And no matter what side you're on, whether you're on the side of WWE or whether you're on the side of AEW, this is definitely going to be a remarkable, unpredictable. This is going to be a time where, well, the time could stand still, viewers. The time could definitely stand still because the time is now for WWE, Monday Night Raw, AEW Dynamite, no matter what side you're on, no matter what book you're reading. This is where it all comes down to, viewers, fans, and subscribers. And it is that involvement, is that the kind of involvement we will see tonight on Monday Night Raw, the AEW factor. Again, you got to think about it. Will the AEW factor come into fruition tonight? Or is this just locker room talk, viewers? Is it just locker room talk to the point where it's to get the internet talking? It's to get the marks talking. It's to get the question. It's to get the confliction. It's get that one sentence in your mind, in your brain about, wait a minute, AEW involvement on Raw tonight, on Netflix, on a Monday night. What could go wrong? Viewers, fans, and subscribers, it all boils down to each and every one of you, where I unite you to come on to this very show to give your thoughts, your feelings, and your emotions. But viewers, fans, and subscribers, as we know on the show, we dig deeper and we go further. Breaking news. Seth Rollins calls out the greatest of all time, the greatest in the NFL, Tom Brady, and says he doesn't have the guts to show up at WrestleMania 42. And Jeff Jarrett, breaking news, named co-owner and managing partner of the Nashville Cats arena football team. Also, WWE's current stance on potential Ashley Massaro WWE Hall of Fame induction. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions on that. Do you think the late, great Ashley Massaro should be in the WWE Hall of Fame? And would her family even accept that after all the controversies that has led up to this? The magnitude of this, obviously, is off the damn chain. Also, Royce Keys' WrestleMania 42 status is now up in the air. His status, he was supposed to wrestle, he was supposed to be on the card, but Royce Keys, who is known as Powerhouse Hobbs in AEW, his WrestleMania 42 status is now unclear after plans absolutely fall apart. Speaking about cancellations and falling apart, Becky Lynch's Star Trek Starfleet Academy canceled after just 2 seasons. Also, the Usos are set for a special appearance during historic MLB opening night on Netflix. And the TNA Impact viewership sees a slight drop on March the 19th, 2026. Also, The Rock returns. Yes, The Rock, the great one, the most electrifying man in all of entertainment, Dwayne Johnson. The Rock returns as Maui in a new live-action Moana trailer. Your thoughts, your comments, your opinions, and your emotions on that. Also, WWE is being dragged online for bringing back Tony Hinchcliffe during WrestleMania 42 week, and there is a belief that Jim Johnston belongs in the WWE Hall of Fame with other wrestlers, and on top of that, Tessa Blanchard fires back again after old racism allegations resurface. Liv Morgan says everyone will be chasing her after WrestleMania title victory. And we are receiving word that the Bella Twins call for more women's matches at WrestleMania 42. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on all of that. This is what we're at. This is SeanzView Entertainment. United we stand, divided we fall, but we're just going to keep climbing the ladder of success because that is what it is all about. Subscribe.